This kind can come out only by prayer. Jesus is saying in Mark 9:29 that that kind of faith and power can come about only by prayer. He's talking about persistence. He's talking about perseverance. He's talking about patience. He's talking about praying through a situation. He's talking about push. Pray until something happens. Pray until you get your answer. I saw a cartoon the other day about two cannibals standing around a kettle of water, and they were pouring the contents of a box into the kettle. And on the box it said, "Instant Missionary." We're like that, aren't we? We want everything in an instant. We're an instant society. We have instant coffee, instant tea, instant potatoes, minute rice, microwave ovens. Everything we do, we want to get it over with. And Jesus tells us that that kind of faith and power come only through time and persistent prayer. Remember, Spurgeon said this, that it was only through persistence that the snail made it into the ark. Right now, you've probably got some things that you've been praying for a long time that haven't happened. Maybe you've been praying and working at it for a long time and it hasn't come about. Maybe you've set some goals and you simply aren't reaching them. Whatever you do, don't give up. Don't give up. Keep on working, keep on praying, keep on persisting, and the rewards will come. Did you know it took Brahms 7 years to write that simple, famous little lullaby? You know why? He kept falling asleep at the piano. I love it. You know, an important lesson that I've learned from life, that sometimes when it takes a long time to attain something you really want, you find out you really didn't want it anyway. And in the process, you learn to prioritize. You learn what's really important as you grow older. It takes a long time for good cheese to age. It takes a long time for a chunk of coal to become a diamond. And it takes a long time in persistent prayer for God to give us the diamonds that we're seeking to. You remember, a mighty oak tree is only a little acorn that held its ground. Let me finish with this.
It's almost Christmas. Everywhere you go, you're bombarded with bright lights. Everywhere you look, Christmas decor plastered on everything. You practically can't walk into a single store without hearing "O Holy Night" or "Joy to the World." You know, studies show again and again that during the Christmas season, more people are open to spiritual truth than any other time of the year. They're willing to let down their guard and hear the name and good news of Jesus. However, while Christmas might be a time of heightened spiritual interest, it also happens to be a time of heightened loneliness, depression, and sadness. Suicides actually rise in the month of December. So what do we do with this information? An idea. What if we slowed down just a little bit and allowed ourselves to be more receptive this year? More receptive to the heart needs of the people around us, in our church, our community, our neighborhoods, and in our homes. And in this receptivity, let's be proactive. Proactive to listen, to love, and to share Jesus. Because heart doors are open right now. For some, just a crack big enough for us to slip a small note of hope through. For others, the door is wide open. One last point. We want to encourage you to invite. Invite your friends. Invite your family. Invite your neighbors. Invite those who have no connection with the church and with Jesus. Invite them to visit your church home when they are most willing to let down their guard and listen to the good news of what God has done for them. And maybe, just maybe, this is the season and year when they'll allow Jesus to walk right in. Just invite. They are welcome here in your church home.
Let's pray. Father, our prayer is for conviction in our hearts and our minds before we leave this room. We thank you, first of all, for what we've got. It's great. We got an address in eternity. We're going to live forever. We got freedom from the guilt, and we got a family to share it with. There's so many things that we have, but we can't stop there. There are so many folks out there who don't have it, and we got to share it, especially at this season. So we pray that you'll convict us. Right now, I'm just asking that you're going to open up opportunities this week, every single day, for each one of us to invite somebody here next Sunday. And direct us, Lord. Through your Spirit inside of us, direct us to the people that are hurting the most. Direct us to the people that are ripe unto harvest and that need you the most. That we might be the clay in the potter's hand as you just shape us and send us boldly. And that we don't duck when the opportunity comes. Make us faithful. That's our prayer this Christmas season in Jesus' name.